What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Breaking News. $15,000 of targeted and supplemental advance continues for at least 60 days. Happy hump day to you. It's August the 25th, Wednesday, 2021. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Hashtag EIDL in the comments below. And don't forget, in case you haven't heard this one before, over at Twitter at Try Small Biz. That's Try Small Biz, username Small Biz Inc., where I'm fighting like hell all day, all night to get you and your family the money that you deserve. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what have we learned this afternoon about the $3.5 trillion framework agreement that was passed in the House yesterday? What are the implications for the $1.2 trillion infrastructure deal, and when must that be called to a vote inside the House? And how is this strange twist of fate, as we witness Nancy Pelosi's final ride before she retires in the spring of next year, how is this actually going to help us get S513, or at least a chance to get Chucky Schumer to slide 15 to 25 billion in there so you can get $10,000 regardless of size, location, or credit score sometime before the holidays? Ladies and gentlemen, do yourself a favor, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into this fiasco, this Twilight Zone, this Groundhog Day that never ends, I invite every one of you to please look at the last 2 or 3 videos. We have had dozens of people. I'm going to estimate about $3.5 million have been funded in the last 72 hours. Just go down and read some of the comments. One guy got $317,000 last night. It is unbelievable what is happening. I've been saying this now for quite some time, along with the other channels. The Office of Capital Access is reviewing 20 times as many as the prior Office of Disaster Assistant in terms of reviewing applications. Whether it's automated / human or take your pick, it really doesn't matter. The most important thing to focus on in the EIDL reports, and you can see it happening in the comments right now, is they're funding 10 times as much in terms of actual dollar amounts every single week. For several months, we were doing about $750 million a week of EIDL loans. We're now doing $7.5 billion with a B a week. That's 10x. This is now the 3rd week in a row that we've done over $7 billion. And just look at some of the comments. People are actually listening to what the fuck I've been telling them to do. Call twice a week, Monday and Thursday, Tuesday and Friday. Try to get to a supervisor. 800-659-2955. Get a SCORE counselor, SCORE.org. Many of them used to work for the SBA. They have ties into PDC recons. It's unbelievable. And go down to your local SBA office. Even if they're not there, just do it. You probably need a break anyway. Drive an hour or 2. Go on down there, video the whole fucking thing. Create a legal paper trail that you're actually doing everything possible to get you and your family and your small business the money that you deserve. And then you call them like I said yesterday. Hi, I'm standing outside your office right now, and I was told by the SBA's new frequently asked questionnaire released by Ms. Guzman about 2.5 weeks ago that I was supposed to come down here to get help with my reconsideration that I've been waiting 4 months on. But I'm looking through the window right now, and I don't even see anybody here. Is anybody in there? Please call me back. Blah, 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 blah. And they're actually calling back. And they apologize that, oh, look, due to the COVID variant, blah, fucking blah. Probably because they live in a blue state. We can't come down to the office anymore. We can't even go and wear a fucking mask. No, we're going to sit home and jerk the Turk, or I don't know. Did I really just say that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And no, I'm not taking that out. Sorry, Mom. She didn't like that one. One bit. Sorry. You got to call twice a week. You got to go visit. You got to call them from right outside the window and videotape the thing for legal references, because it's the squeaky wheels getting the oil, folks. I've been doing this now for 17 months. I can tell you with absolute certainty, it's my opinion, they want to see who wants the money. They're not going the order fucking received. I got my money 2 months ago. I could have set sail and be living La Vida Loca somewhere down in the fucking Caribbean. But no, I'm here swinging the bat on your behalf, and I ain't going anywhere until it's 10 grand, regardless of size, location, or credit score. Those fucking $2 million caps with EIDL 2.0 supposed to be this week. 24 months of working capital, which is happening actually at a rather lightning fast pace. And yes, Big Ben fucking Cardin and I are going to work together, aren't we, Ben? And by the way, shout out to Robert Dunham, who got me 50 of the chiefs of staff in the Senate primarily. I'm contacting every single one of them. What am I saying to them? We got to get rid of the 4506T requirement because the IRS is backlogged 9 months. You cannot continue to punish small business owners, especially now that we learned in the latest New York Post article pinned in the top. I'm on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. That we're looking at another 60 days at least, probably close to 90, somewhere between Halloween and Thanksgiving, in my opinion, before they get these $4.7 trillion worth of bills, both of them, through the House and Senate. Because here's the deal. What we saw pass yesterday was a framework. It's not a final agreement. They had several members of the Problem Solvers Caucus who are budget hawks, who are not a fan of spending $3.5 trillion. The bill, as the article points out, hasn't even been written yet. That's going to be a 10,000-page behemoth. They just agreed to have the arguments in place as to what we're going to spend the money on and where the hell we're going to get it. But we have a problem in the Senate. Joe Manchin, whose wife just got bribed $1 billion. Go look that one up. Joe Manchin, wife, $1 billion. He's a swing vote. He's probably going yes. But Kristen Sinema out of Arizona said again today, she's a no. So if she's a no, there is no tiebreaker with Vice President Harris. So there is a problem. But what we have inside of this $3.5 trillion framework is Nancy Pelosi, who's retiring in the spring. She must call a vote on the $1.2 trillion infrastructure, which is very bipartisan. There won't be a single fucking Republican vote for $3.5 trillion. They don't need any, but if Sinema's not going to vote yes, they're in big trouble. So they're probably going to have to skinny this down, if I had to guess, 2.9, 2.8, somewhere in that vicinity, or they're going to have to throw her a huge bone because she is adamantly saying no. But as part of the agreement, Nancy must call a vote by September 27th on the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. So she's going to drag it out, folks. This is her final ride. And if you've seen what she did with the HEROES Act or any of the CARES Act, she loves drama. She's a power-hungry woman who is very, very tough when it comes to negotiation. So you can bet your ass she's going to wait to the last fucking minute, September 26th or 7th, to call a vote and pass it in the House. But then it's got to go over to the Senate where they already are down at least one, maybe even two votes. So they're going to argue like hell over there for another several weeks. And then even if they decide to pass it, it's another 10 to 14 days before President Biden would sign it and it actually becomes law. So if you do the math, we are looking at a minimum of 60 days more of this targeted and supplemental advance. So if you're in a low-income community, and you for some reason haven't applied, you need to go to SBA.gov. You're going to have to go for the loan. You don't have to end up taking it. You get the invitation for the targeted as well as the supplemental. But the good news here for a lot of you that are stuck in reevaluation, which is the fancy word for reconsideration with respect to the targeted and the supplemental advance, you've got 60 days before they yank that money away. Because as we all know, they're stealing $31 billion, or so we think, from the EIDL program. But there again, you have Ben Cardin, who was on the floor 10 days ago. Shout out to our friend Speak and See, who had a clip on it. He's not happy about that. He's the chairman of the Senate Committee for Small Business. So there is a distinct possibility. Not only is he going to shove that money back in there, and again, this is going to go on for 60 days, but don't forget that Blaine Luettenmeyer, he's got the $60 billion Entree Act for the restaurants. Ben is asking for 48 in the Senate, 60 billion through Blaine in the House. So here's the bottom line. If you're in a low-income community, apply. If you're in reconsideration and you meet the criteria of a 30 to 50% loss, you've still got 60 days to get your money. This is not going any fucking where. And last but not least, the fact that they're going to drag this out probably sometime between Halloween and Thanksgiving, I'm betting the week of or before Thanksgiving, they actually signed it into law. We're going to have a chance to fight like hell on behalf of the restaurants. I want 50 billion or 48 billion, take your fucking pick, for the restaurants to replenish the revitalization fund. We want another 50 billion minimum for the smallest of small business owners for PPP. And yes, 15, or in my opinion, $25 billion needs to be reappropriated into the Section 332 or S513. In other words, we get rid of the racist discriminatory low-income policy map, and we give everybody, regardless of size, location, or credit score, the $10,000 that you were promised in the CARES Act. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're looking forward to another 60 days. We're going to launch the website, believe me, really, really soon. We're going to talk about other things, the news, the economy, the stock market. We're going to make a fucking shitload of money over the next 20 or 30 years. Can you handle me for that long? We're going to get fancy. I'm going to get, everything's on an iPhone. I'm going to get myself a 4K. I don't even know what a fucking 4K is. But they're telling me down the street, these guys, that they're going to hook me up. They're going to get me a fancy little setup here. I'll be able to do screen shares like our friend Ryder over at Skip. So it's going to be amazing. Until next time, in just over 11 minutes, always remember, I love each and every single one of you. A lot of good news today, and thank you so much for watching.